EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just... Yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins' throw going to be pulled in by Addison.
And they're going to end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Cousins now.
Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
Touchdown!
K.J. Osborne.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Stays on his feet.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
Here we go. 21. I got
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
56 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Garoppolo changing the play.
They'll run it with Jacobs. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Cousins with a throw here, caught by Addison.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Off the play fake, Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. A give up the middle to Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now a second down throw for Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brian Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The slant connects with Davante Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's pretty... The game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Garoppolo going to change the look here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Caught outright by Renfro. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First down. Here's Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Here we go. 65.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison Wilson, 97 yards. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Garoppolo. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
21.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
21.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
White.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. The open man here, Renfro. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now 1st and goal. This is Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Garoppolo. Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
there's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Garoppolo got to have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, Cousins. And that's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here overtime. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Vikings!
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Joseph on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the...
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So it's a win for the Vikings.